and importantly as well, this top esports roster can look to try and match side lanes. Handling a Yorick here might not be as difficult. Karma Mantra shields get people to maneuver around the map very quickly, especially with TN moving his way down to that bot side.
Yeah, looks like top esports knows that Chris and Jackie love keeping targets as well, which means that they want to play in a little bit of that shorter lane, as you were saying. TN getting a little movement speed by popping the E, then immediately going on to Chris, who again does not have any summoner spells, and that means that first blood will be secured by Weibo. But here comes the Realm Warp, as top esports want to try to make a respawn. They force the flash out of light, and it'll just be a trade of supports as Era goes down to Jackie.
But that's a lot of summoner spells committed again. It's Cream's flash going down. They do trade it for Light's flash, so we know that putting gold on Jackie Love is never a bad idea. He's been one of our more stable clutch factor players. Xiaohu here walking in.
They really want to fight this here. It's dragging down to 1,000 HP. It's stolen away by Jackie Love somehow on the Ezreal of all people. And TN's going to go down first. It's a trade of the junglers though. And now a 3v3 has opened up. Xiaohu is very low though. He's going to have to flash over that Dragon Pit wall as Cream is looking to continue to hunt. Light still does not have that flash. Going to get hit up by the Rune Prism, but now Cream does not have any mana left. Just a couple of more spells can be issued by the Rise. Looks like they're instead target Erha here. The health bars are once again low, but Jackie Love gets taunted up, and everybody on Weibo will escape.
It could have looked a little bit better, but the fight lines are just easier for top esports. I think that Jackie Love committing onto this bot side into Xiaohu, who is definitely going to have to flash that wall, maybe means that they don't quite find a kill. The charge leading the way in, and Jackie Love got that move. Cream has as well. Top should just be able to take this. It's a smite.
Smite's Q here for TN and make sure that red buff goes over, but here comes the Realm Warp. Cream very far forward, gonna go straight in onto Xiaohu and secure the feats of warfare for top esports, so they don't get the red buff, but they do claim a kill as their prize. Able to generate a lot of pressure here, and with 369 forced to back, maybe he can pick up the plate for himself unless top esports can respond.
Yeah. Oh my word. Okay,
oh wow.
Should die here. Has no flash. Not quite able to get in time.
Erha, oh wow, a lot of spells utilized, and not going to be able to find
no.
anything. The Pop Blossom doesn't connect, Erha just goes down. It's going to come at the cost of a couple of plates for Weibo, but top esports get away with somehow getting a kill. The Scuttler did go to Weibo off that play.
But I do think this is really smart from top. They've sent Cream to match Breed, which is the allocations we were talking about earlier, where they can match side lanes and match the push of the Yorick.
How aggressive do we want to go? Comet Spear goes over, but it is going to get smited away here by Kanavi. So second dragon of the game secured by top esports, and Cream, as you mentioned, going to be able to do a nice job of holding Breed and making sure that he's able to wave clear all the minions to make sure the tower doesn't go down.
Yeah, I'd like to see Tian actually just move up to this top side, try to take his turret down. You can see Cream actually 2 levels down on Breeze, knows that he can't really contest it at all. Tian moving into this top side of the map at the very least to support.
Looks like Weibo though are the ones that want to start this up because Kanavi's so low.
Yeah, they want to be able to use this Rift Herald to break open the map a little bit, give Breathe a little more room to play this side lane. TP's coming in from both sides.
Oh, they could try to lock down 369 though as he goes into a bad position and gets taunted up, and there goes Erha with a massive Pop Blossom. It takes up 3 and makes sure that 369 goes first in the fight. Now it's a 4v5 across the map as the Rift Herald gets re-aggroed by the side of Weibo Gaming. Kanavi trying to find some way to jump into the pit. The call to pack is available, but he doesn't want to use it as a one-way trip, so it gets secured by Weibo. Now Tien's looking for the continuing game. Grand Star fall forward. They found Jackie Love without any flash, and now with only 0 HP, finally the hail of arrows is going to take him down as Light finds the kill. And another skirmish that is won by Weibo Gaming.
Just spaces out the rest of top esports. Call out a couple of people initially, and then they look for this fight. They secure the smite, get the Herald, immediately fighting again.
Oh yeah, we got some tank combat here. Call to Fortune was canceled by some nice crowd control of Xiaohu, and that means that there is no extra follow-up here for top to try to continue to play. Instead, they're looking towards Cream, who just Realm Warped straight to his death. It is Xiaohu to collect the gold there.
Rest of Weibo now with a decision to make. Do they want to spend time waiting in this bot side?
He's out of position, but he's actually going to find the stun still on a 2, forcing Kanavi to flash away. True Shot Barrage doesn't find anything, but here comes the call to Forge God. He's going to knock up TN, but he uses the H to keep himself alive for a little bit longer. Here's that hero's entrance. It does not find a knockup, and Xiaohu now has to run for the hills. Taunt lands on a 369 as everybody is here around the Dragon Pit.
They're going in.
Comes the Realm Warp. Cream is sending in the artillery, and they've taken down Light. TN the next to follow, as it's going to be top esports picking themselves up 2 kills, and they can peel right back towards the Drake unless they want more blood here into this game. Looks like only the 2 kills is what they'll get, and they'll claim that soul point as a reward.
Fate of Weibo Gaming. Drake's going to be secured. Atacon's just spawned as well. The delicate timing on that might well indicate Top Esports picked themselves up a 2-for-1. And just like we talked about, Grapes, this is a team, a roster of players who they've been showing weaknesses. They've not been the strongest teams through the early game. But when they need to, in that clutch factor moment, they can step up. They can come into team fights.
But probably shouldn't have been in this position to begin.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking for different targets. If that pop blossoms onto Jackie and Chris, then those 2 players just die instantly, unfortunately.
Top Esports can still continuously find objectives and find fights across other areas of the map. And even now with Cream matching him, you know, it seems like there hasn't been as many towers that have been taken by Breathe in these last few minutes. It's really been Top Esports taking control. They now take out the mid-tier 1. That's their first tower of the game. And
try and handle, and Top Esports, with having the run of the rest of the map as well, can just really easily move in, shut down this Yorick, and carry on with their day as though nothing has really happened. I mean, now's this time, right? Can Weibo just use Breathe to walk up and hit this turret? And they've even got 4 members down on this bot side, and they still don't feel comfortable, right? Like, Cream is the one walking up, taking turrets, and this is really damning. Fortunately, Breathe unable to do anything of that like. It seems like they need to make a move for it. Flash as well from 369 there.
Not expecting that flash. Feel like 369 would have probably been okay there, but that's going to be a crucial summoner spell now down. No way to get in this pit.
How do they get in though, right? Erha uses flash.
Okay, Pop lost them. It finds Chris. They're going to try to stun him down, take down the Karma, but the Karma will live for so long. Finally going down, but that means the soul is controlled. 369 1v5ing and barely unable to survive, as it's going to be another kill picked up for TN. But now, Jackie Love's full HP, and Jackie Love can free hit onto the rest of Weibo Gaming. The Arcane Shift will find himself another kill, and the True Shot Barrage comes out. It's a double kill picked up for the Ezreal.
Synchronized engaged from Weibo. It's just on to the wrong person.
Now we're looking for another fight here for top. Zera is very low again. Kanavi is 6 levels up onto that Nico, and that'll be easy pickings here for Top Esports. They control the topside jungle. They control every facet of Summoner's Rift, as they now can make their way towards the Baron and take it down.
And just to add insult to injury, stop the recall from Tien. The Baron will go down. There's no contest to be had. And this just puts all of the win conditions of Weibo into utter disrepute. The only way that they...
Light is very susceptible to just eating a ton of damage from Cream, or just getting outranged by Jackie Love, specifically. And so it's been really tough for him to play these fights, even though he's 2-1-3 and is the primary carry for this Weibo competition.
Yeah, it's just he's not particularly set up, right? You've talked about it there, and it's exactly right that he is just going to struggle. He's going to get poked out. That's 2 Mystic shots, and he's half HP. Now, he does have Blade of the Ruin King, so there's a little bit of sustain if he can auto-attack, but that's always been the question. Gets a couple of autos, and with a little bit of poke that they've been able to put out, that's the base broken open.
And Breathe was taking a red buff on the other side of the map. He's not with the team at the moment. He's, again, their strongest, their richest player, as it should be this bot lane inhibitor going down. Just a couple of more auto attacks, a couple more shots from this cannon minion. And now they can turn their sights into mid. Tier 3 taken down by Kanavi alone. Breathe is still up at the top side. And now Top Esports can just maybe just go for the end at this point, as long as this Yorick isn't there. 369 around to make sure that there is no chance for a backdoor, as now the fight begins in earnest. Here's the Grand Starfall. They're going to try to lock down Jackie Love, but Tien is too far away. He tried to dive onto him, but every one of his team is going to fall before they can even reach the Ezreal. And Jackie Love still won't die. He picks up 2 kills for himself off the back end of things. And Breathe goes down on the backside just as he arrives back in base. A clinical 30-minute win for Top Esports over Weibo as they continue their dominance and split 2 of the LPL.
And game number 1, Top Esports, they are back in form. There was a shaky start here. Weibo had a couple thousand gold lead at some stage, but...
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.